Liberties.
We're going to see some things come crashing down.
Is there such thing as a summer doldrums when it comes to precious metals, Tim?
Buy your precious metals online from SD Bullion. New customers get gold and silver at spot by visiting sdbullion.com/new.
Hey, Tim, how are you?
We're doing fine, Yankee. How are you doing?
I'm doing great. I lost my voice a little bit watching the Boston Celtics.
Oh, gosh.
Yeah, I was so upset that they lost after coming back on the Game 6 like that. Well, very frustrating.
Yeah,
so my son and I were screaming and I lost my voice.
Well, I watched the first quarter, and it looked like, let's see, in the first quarter, they were on a pace to take 60 three-point shots without making a single one.
I'm the one that sent the shirt, so we can fit a voice to a shirt or something like that.
Oh, don't mess with Texas?
Yeah.
Well, that was really nice of you to do that. That's the closest to Texas I want Tim to get, wearing your shirt. He's not allowed to come down there.
But,
come for a visit, though, right?
yeah, Bob, we go down there for the Grand Prix every year.
Mm-hmm.
And, yeah, you know, I would love the opportunity to wear that shirt around Austin because there's so many liberals in Austin. It's a great town as soon as you get to the track. And, I mean, last year they had, 440,000 people at the race. And most race fans are very conservative.
So, anyway, just hope you enjoy the shirt. Hope it's right size.
It's perfect. And,
all right. Maybe Yankee can get you a video of you in it.
we should one day because I've received a lot of T-shirts. Some of them are pretty funny.
We should do a T-shirt montage.
We should, you know.
Yeah.
Because
that would be fun.
see, Yankee shuts the camera off every time the phone rings. So, you know, I think what we should do is, you know, every time the phone rings, he'll shut the camera off. I'll change shirts and then come back on the next time he starts filming again. I'll be wearing a different shirt.
That's a great idea.
Oh, there you go.
Let's do it.
It's a great community. A lot of very interesting people, a lot of smart people, and hopefully we'll all be around after the current administration destroys the country.
Yeah, sure hope so. All right, well, take care.
Thank you very much, Bob.
You're welcome.
Bye-bye.
Is there such thing as a summer doldrums when it comes to precious metals, Tim?
I think there are patterns that show up in the summer that you don't see other types of the year, other times of the year. And this was pretty dramatic last year, is the prices don't go down, even though there's a lull. And, you know, the market has, for the last year, been the same as it is today. We've had, you know, silver and gold dribbling down a little bit, and then all of a sudden, whoosh, add $20. And that's a very difficult market to put up with because there's no reason for it to make a big jump like that. But it always catches us off guard. A lot of things depend on supply and demand.
Okay.
Demand hasn't diminished at all. The supply has gotten worse. And if the supply really gets bad, then you have the same philosophy you have at the U.S. Mint. You just raise prices. There's no slowdown in demand. There is the same slowdown in supply. Whether the metals stay as low as they are, I kind of doubt they were because their gold went up today on for some sort of flimsy reason, like maybe that this latest compromise that the Republicans made with the president, you know, it's only going to add $5 trillion to the deficit. So, I mean, those are the numbers. It's absolutely crazy. But the end result is the same. Doesn't matter if it's Republicans or Democrats. They can't keep doing this because it's going to destroy the finances of the country. And when they do that, and Russia and China work out a reserve currency that the rest of the world agrees with, we're going to see some things come crashing down. Because, you know, we're the world's reserve currency because we promised to pay our debt. Well, when the debt explodes, everybody's going to know that we're not going to pay that debt. All right. I'll talk to you. All right. Bye.
You mentioned something about the way the Royal Canadian Mint versus the U.S. Mint has responded. You said something about capacity, and what was that?
I don't know and I hate to disparage the U.S. Mint, but it seems like the prices go up when they hit a crunch, whereas the Canadian Mint seems to somehow increase the supply. And, you know, it's...
Well, we're supposed to, the United States Mint's supposed to meet demand. At least with the American Silver Eagle, they just don't seem to be responding with production.
If you raise the price dramatically, that lowers demand. You see? So it's the same formula, just a different approach. And I'm not on the inside. You know, I don't see what goes on behind closed doors, either in this business or in the U.S. government. I'm not sure that this compromise, whatever the compromise was, is going to work out very well.
You don't see any drop in demand, but do you see premiums rising through the summer or dropping?
No, I don't see, as the price of silver drop, I don't see premiums dropping. I think the premiums, if anything, have remained the same or gone up a little bit. And that's because that's supply related.
Right.
I mean, there are only two ways if demand is high, the prices have tendency to go up. If supply falls, prices have a tendency to go up.
So you're waiting for a lot of stuff, a lot of gold, right?
Waiting for a lot of stuff.
Like my gold buffalo that you owe me?
Oh, yeah?
You just won, man. Come on.
You buffalo?
Yeah. Got to finish my herd. You don't have any gold buffaloes yet?
No, I have a lot on order.
All right.
That's all I can tell you. And I thought they would be here by now.
Looking to get my first gold coins.
Okay? Maple Leafs are all we have.
Maple Leafs, all you have.
Is that this?
Yeah.
So you've been stacking silver, but you decided to go gold this time, right?
Yes.
Wow.
Mom came up with some money, so...
Good for you.
Okay, so how many coins you want?
4.
4.
You got yourself a sticker.
You got my sticker.
And your gold, which is more valuable. Don't answer that. Thanks so much, though, for watching.
The information was more valuable.
Well, I appreciate that very much. Thank you.
And Tim seems like a very honest guy, and I love his politics, so I said,
there you go, sir.
Check out Tim for sure.
Oh, glad you did. Thank you.
Politics is getting a little messy.
You can't get him going though on politics. It's very difficult to. You gotta squeeze it out of him. It takes a long time.
Right, yeah, it's like I don't want to offend anybody.
Oh yeah, sure.
Yeah.
So we got somebody here who's looking for cheap silver, art bars, junky rounds.
What's your sign in the zodiac sign? What's your sign?
Cancer.
No, that's all I have is a Capricorn.
Capricorn. Still pretty cool. Grandpa's a Capricorn.
Melt that puppy down. Make something pretty out of it, right?
All right.
Ooh, I like the ring, by the way.
Thank you.
Oh.
But there are also things like Prospectors, which are premium.
Yep.
And,
Okay. Whoa. Tray of goodies.
There's one that's one of those double eagle half ounce things.
Oh, the half ounce. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. It's American Eagle. Toned up.
Oh yeah, toned. Scratched or full or just toned?
2 scratches.
What's the year?
1993.
Here's one for Jane Byrne, the mayor of Chicago.
Do you trust that?
You put it on the verifier.
I'm kidding.
This is... What's this thing? I can't read this.
It's like a wedding.
7-year anniversary. Or
yeah, anniversary round. Yeah.
Get one of those. Goes with Jane Byrne, whatever her name is.
Pennsylvania. It's like a quarter.
Oh, yeah. Meltable.
Oh, yeah.
You got a crucible, right?
I do.
All right.
Not sure exactly what that is.
Kookaburra. What's this one?
Another Jane Byrne.
I don't know, but this strikes me as one that you might like. Oh, no, I know. This is Silver Shield. That's a
Another Chicago.
well-known round.
I don't know where those things came from, but I probably should
Chris
have gotten rid of
Dwayne,
them.
I believe his name was, came out with those. Sort
It's
of a private mint.
baptism.
Okay. That's a military one.
It's a trade unit.
Ooh. Yeah, those are cool. Prospector round right there.
It's a 2-ouncer.
There's another Chicago round I'm looking at down there. You definitely want to melt Chicago
I
rounds.
think you should buy all of those.
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. Shiny.
The cooler they are, the more expensive they are. Keep
Yeah.
that in mind.
You don't want to find cool ones. You want to find really disgusting ones.
Let's find another Chicago one.
Yeah.
While these guys are playing around, look at it.
We're having too much fun.
Are Chicago coins discounted or probably not? Though?
Oh, they definitely discounted.
They're discounted. I'm kind of wide open. I'm looking for
I don't
silver.
understand NASCAR is going to have a race in the streets of
West
Chicago.
Point.
Yeah, well, isn't it every day?
Centennial.
They're going to really have.
Is that
yeah.
safe?
Well, if you can drive faster than
This
the
one
speed
will
limit,
be
I guess,
a
yeah.
premium.
Yeah, great to see you in person, by the way.
Thank you very much.
And great to hear you in person.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, I feel like I've unmasked a superhero here or something.
If you expose what he looks like,
Oh,
he'll
no.
send his goons after you.
So,
Yeah, right. Like
Well,
I got goons.
if I did that, that would be
I don't know if
cool,
you have
though.
this.
So that I would do.
That's an old coin.
Mrs. Yankee has
Yeah.
recruited the goons. too.
Oh, she has?
28.
Well, no, I wouldn't mess
Very
with
simple.
Mrs. Yankee. We don't mess with
Nope.
Mrs.
Nobody
ever.
messes with Mrs. Yankee.
Yeah, that's. Yeah, I respect that. So let me ask a few dumb questions. So I didn't bring much cash, but you don't take checks, do you?
We do, but I have to hold it,
There we go.
whatever the material is you're buying until the check clears.
And then would you mail it?
Do that.
Well, that's a good deal. Then. Okay. Well, let's. What do you have to go?
Very little. Down to a few leaf leaves. I have to send 8 out. Which leaves me
This is
2.
fun.
Okay. So leave you two.
And I have a lot more coming in. That's been the topic of the day. Is where the hell are they?
Okay. So what would the price be for 2 maple leaves?
That's gonna have a premium though.
They do.
I'm sure you're going to charge me
I have
shipping
them.
too, which is fine.
Yeah, we'd have to do that.
And I have a
There's a little
silver
note
exchange to
spotted,
buy some
though.
silver from you
Is
as
it?
well.
That's not plastic. It's a plastic, right?
It would
That's
be
true. You can always
$41.50. The insurance is
First communion.
$28.55. So it'd be
25th anniversary.
$38.75 added to the $41.50. $41.88.75.
Koalas. These are all,
All right. Why don't I take those and what do you have for
have a
silver?
premium.
Little bits of everything.
Okay.
Canyons.
I still have some buffaloes. Still
Music.
have some maple leaves.
Yeah,
Still
yeah.
have
That's a good
some
one. That's a good
Britannias. And bars. I've got kilo-sized bars.
So-
I've got some
Oh, the
10-ounce
treasure hunt. I
bars
love
and
this.
5-ounce bars.
So
Yeah,
you're
this
charging
is-
less for the Britannias?
It's a John Wick, I
Or they're
believe.
about the same?
Right? Yeah.
Was it 30 or 30 and change?
Aztec round.
It's 30.
30.
You know the Aztec round? Those are
Can't
pretty.
argue with that.
Yeah, they
Let
are.
me see.
The reverse. A lot of
Very
design in that.
detailed, yeah.
Let me do an illustrator here. Well, I don't. Actually, I can write you a check for
What's
everything.
this one?
I'll just do that. Give me a minute. Let me get a check from the wife.
This would have been great for Memorial Day.
Would have been.
I think you've done pretty well here,
Well, I can just
Capturing
you
the,
mail all that off to me, right? That way up.
capturing the rounds that might end up in the crucible. What do you make out of them?
I actually make my own rounds and things like that.
Oh,
I
nice.
took the eagle that's on the back of the standing Liberty quarter, and then my initials, and I strike my own coins and bars and things like that. I just think it's fun. And then I have made rings too.
Looks like the Britannias are
Not a bunch. I've made one for me, and I've made one for my girlfriend. But
now they're 30.
That's great.
yeah,
She appreciate it. She
Yeah, I noticed the
did. Oh,
Britannias
that's
are
wonderful.
cheaper than the Maple Leafs, as a rule, lately at least.
Oh, this has been a fun tray.
Just went up, by the way.
And I'm not
Thanks for
surprised.
letting me
Maple
pick
Leafs
through it with you.
well,
are
absolutely.
going up.
Seriously.
A lot of fun
Yeah.
stuff in here.
I think
Yeah, if
she
it was Lori
a-
Lightfoot, you could put them all in the crucible.
Well,
and
I was
make
going to
no
ask if he had
problem.
Lori Lightfoot's, you know.
Oh, man.
BYR and MEE, I guess.
Why in the world do I have so many of these damn things?
You got a lot of them.
What is that? Those are all Jane Byrne.
I think that's something else. I think that's it.
Yeah, this looks like a German 5 marks or something.
So I'm from Medina, Ohio, which is about 30 miles south of Cleveland.
Cool.
And enjoy your channel and enjoy listening to the wisdom from Tim and your channel overall. So I learned a lot about stacking from you.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
I'm really into it. It's a real big hobby now, so I love it.
When'd you start stacking?
I started about probably 4 or 5 years ago, but I really didn't discover your channel till about a year ago, and it's you can never learn enough about it. So I get a lot of knowledge from your channel, and
Thank
I love Tim and his politics and pontifications, and you guys are you sound exactly like you do on your channel, and Tim he's the real deal.
He's the real deal.
I love the shop. The shop's great.
Yeah. Well, thank you for
Well, thank
watching
you.
and coming on up all the way from Ohio.
Absolutely.
Take care.
Thank you.
All right, so 2 things for those listening right now. Check out Tim's info in the description below, but also give him time to fulfill your orders because this thing keeps going off, right?
Guys,
Thanks, Tim.
thank you.